From Choctaw Resort in Durant, Oklahoma, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome back to Choctaw Resort. Tonight's stop on Poker Night in America. I am Chris Hansen. Say hello to America's sweetheart, Joe Stapleton.
Hello. Coming up on tonight's show, Jim Carrolltop continues his needly antics.
I am the luckiest and unluckiest guy I know.
And Phil Hellmuth runs like Phil Hellmuth.
Yeah, if you like seeing Phil Hellmuth in pain, well then, this is the episode for you. Day one continues here at Choctaw. Big winner so far is Kate Hall. She's up $7,300. Brand new players to the table are Cage Gardner in seat 3, and in seat 7, George Ritaco.
Man, cage gardening sounds like the most boring sport ever.
Married 26 years. Can't just.
Somehow, man needs to be married 26 years and be a poker player.
That's not an easy feat, I can tell you right now.
It means you have to win.
Winning is definitely helpful.
Raise to 150.
You're so used to you 3-betting me.
Yeah, I'll do it for her.
Jim Carroll wakes up with kings.
425.
Yes.
950. I feel like we should play this one just the two of us.
Yeah.
And Kate Hall will get out of the way.
I raised to get rid of her and keep you in. If I win a big pot with aces, I apologize.
If he sucks out with ace queen, he also apologizes.
All right. He's got aces. Give me 2 pair on the flop.
Ace deuce deuce would not be a good 2-pair for you, Mr. Carroll.
I think you have something to do this time. I think we both have hands. We both have good hands.
I think I'm going to check to you.
Really?
Okay?
I better check.
Phil checks behind, king's holding. Not anymore. Check when you're ahead, bet when you're behind.
All right.
You can't miss strategy.
500 and a call.
He does have diamonds as outs, as well as a king.
And in case you're wondering, Phil Hellmuth has been missing from the table for some time leading up to this hand. He was playing the claw machine in the arcade.
Don't make it over 5,000, okay?
I bet $5,001. Just 1,500.
You wait to the river, then you do an oversized bet.
What? That was not an
You
oversized
don't
bet.
bet on
No,
the
it was
ace.
half the pot. I think that's very appropriate.
Probably got a freaking set of aces.
But I'm not Jim Carroll.
I'm gonna put you on jacks.
Yeah, I do not think Phil plays jacks that way.
Ace queen.
Oh, damn.
Wow, got lucky on him. I thought maybe you had a big hand. Good check back on the flop.
Yeah, shouldn't have checked.
It wasn't until I re-raised you and looked in your eyes that I knew you were strong. You made the re-raise. When I re-raised and I looked in your eyes, I'm like, all right, he has 10s. I didn't think kings.
Don't you know you're never supposed to let Phil look directly into your eyes? Everyone knows that. They're so cute at this age.
He's going to read your soul again if you do.
I don't know how you guys got Ritaco's avatar picture with his glasses half on his face, but it is amazing.
I would have called you in a heartbeat, but I have to worry about.
Well, they limped. Come on.
All right, I'll call. Give me my cards back.
So pretty much everybody dominated here, except for Jim Carroll. He's got the best hand for now, but Dennis has flopped an up and down draw.
500. You both missed the flop, didn't you? But you're going to call, hoping you can suck out against me anyway.
Yep, that's it, exactly.
That's a raise, sir.
Sorry,
Okay,
I screwed up.
I'm looking. Here, you guys look first. Oh, darn. I'm going to call.
Call from Carroll.
Calling with the best hand, but it's very difficult to proceed in this hand if your opponent continues to bet, unless you
You
turn
play a
the
little
nuts.
fast against me, Todd, sometimes.
Me?
Yeah, in tournament. Like when I raised with ace deuce 4 and you somehow in there with like the ace 5, 10 jack.
What are you talking about? Is this another hand from like 13 years ago?
1,300 the bet from Carol.
Okay, sorry.
That stud pot was brutal. I would never have
How
played
much?
deuce 3-4.
Oh, I got it wrong. I had
Would never
12.
have played deuce
Unlikely to
3-4 at
fold
that
now.
time.
My
Well, that
fault,
was
not
last
yours.
year.
Even more
Oh, wait,
unlikelier.
you're right. That was a year and
Is
a
that a
half
word?
ago. Jesus.
Ah,
Dealer, I'm thinking of a card.
I finally picked up jacks, and you came after me from deuce 3-4 to stud final
I'm
table.
thinking of a card. That was not the card.
Carol no longer has the nuts. Not sure how worried I would be about a full house here, though. Carol bets 2,000 to a pot of almost 6,000. Seems reasonable.
You're playing the main event, aren't you?
This is all I got left, Dennis.
Oh, I already got it
You
counted.
can buy in at 9:30.
He didn't have an exact count, sir.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. How much?
Prove it.
All right.
I'm not going to play your games, okay?
Show bluff.
Show the
Show my
bluff.
bluff?
Show the bluff. Go for
All
it.
right, here's my bluff.
Nice bluff.
I'm not really sure he knows what bluff
I'll tell you one
means.
thing. You pick up some you pick up some mean blind hands. Aces,
Well, that was blind, wasn't it?
ace queen, ace queen. What else?
Chris, I'm playing this one blind. Or am I?
You had queens too? Jeez.
For more from Poker Night, visit pokernight.com or find us on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, where you can see complete episodes and unedited live streams. Thanks for coming back to Poker Night in America, where tonight we are at Choctaw Resort in Durant, Oklahoma. Back to the cash game.
Let's play my big blind then, all right? Who wants a piece of me? Come on.
Choctaw, about an hour or so just northeast of Dallas.
I thought you said this was in Oklahoma.
We are in Oklahoma. Dallas is in Texas. We're real close to the border.
Let's build a pot.
Kings for Carol. Now, he says he's playing this hand blind. I'm starting to wonder if he's looking at more hands quickly that we don't see with like some sleight of hand or something.
There's my buddy. Oh, raise. Here he comes.
Just to run this hot in general, let alone during your blind hands, is pretty bizarre.
Right?
Okay, you want me to go first?
Sure.
Let me see what the flop is first.
Just about 500 in the dark.
I'm hoping that's my kind of flop.
Well, this is looking like a Phil kind of flop.
I'm gonna look at this one here.
That's fair.
Well, if he didn't look before, he's certainly selling it now.
He's loving what he saw,
Check.
13.
especially with somebody betting
I'm
into
gonna
him.
look at the other one.
This looks like a good spot for a raise, I think, with an overpair.
Raise.
Okay, I won't fold. What do you rate? 13. 13, I snap.
I don't know what you just napped.
Phil insta-calls.
We're just over 3,000 now.
1750 more? Is Jack's good?
If I have one, they would be. Check.
Queen changes nothing.
Bet 12 and a snap call. Is that binding?
I don't see Phil betting this again.
Oh, I'm supposed to pull the trigger and move it. I guess
Are
I'll
you?
check.
He will take the free river.
And, yep, brick for Phil.
What'd you say about Jacks? Want to see my blind hand?
Come on, why can't I hit a card? Jesus. I have all the outs. Why can't I hit one against him? He's given me the whole stack. I feel like I've been pretty unlucky so far.
You had a heart draw and a straight draw? It's just you and me?
Carol raises to 225 with fours. Todd Brunson calls.
I check.
So Carol again with the best hand, Brunson up and down.
Yeah, let's pull them back over here so they can see what they are, and then I can see what they are.
And Brunson decides to lead at it, trying to build himself a pot, not give a free card.
And the luckiest and unluckiest guy I know. Come on.
Does Todd bet it again? Nope, this time he checks behind. Even though this does look like a good spot to bluff the river, Todd's in the big blind. His range is kind of uncapped here. Could easily have a 3, easily have a straight, easily have a king.
Do you bluff? I hadn't played with you enough to know. I'll find out, Cole.
That's a great way to indemnify yourself against being wrong. Just go, I just want to see what you have.
Oh, that's worse. How the hell did you end up with a 4 in your hand, man? I don't like Todd Brunson a whole lot. Oh, it's great. I'm playing against the world's greatest guy and the world's greatest woman. Same hand. Oh, the book says I have to bet here, but I better check. Let Phil do what
Wow.
his book says.
Phil flops a boat, somehow doesn't get bet into. All right, now he might get some action.
Yeah, Carol and Hall both pick up a pair of 8s.
Not just any pair, top pair.
Here comes my Phil Hellmuth impersonation. You ready?
Yep,
Yummy, yummy, yummy. What do you think?
pretty good
I
actually.
was working on it all night.
8 out of 10.
All right, I'll take that.
Here's my Phil Hellmuth impression.
What am I doing? I should have 20,000 in front of me. Somebody might feed me all the chips.
I don't know. I'm not buying that.
You
Maybe
straight
4 or
flush draw?
5
We got rid of her.
Yeah, we got rid of the good player.
You're like the
Guys,
Russian
you and me,
judge.
baby.
Yeah, it takes a lot to get me there.
Don't think they gave you a straight or a flush or anything. Or you might have sucked out and hit a 10 on the river.
All right, so Phil Hellmuth's got the boat. He flopped it. Jim Carroll just with a pair of 8s.
Raise it.
I'd love to see a real small raise here.
All of it.
Or that. You know, it does make sense, you know, to get it all in there, polarize your range, make it seem like you have the nuts or air. The problem is Phil doesn't do a whole lot of bluffing the river with air.
Look me in the eyes for a second. Do you have a 3 in your hand?
I would be very unlikely to call in this spot.
I don't have a 3, but so what? I think maybe I have like 10s full or something. Do you ever think of that?
Everything inside of me says you're bluffing, but that's a pretty damn big raise for a bluff.
Everything inside of me says, I'm hungry. Coming up on Poker Night in America, we promise no more Hellmuth impersonations.
We're back to Choctaw after this.
Gavin, I think my kids can beat your kids up.
No chance.
Yeah, I think they can.
No chance.
I would bet my 5-year-old can take.
My 5-year-old
He's
would
5, I
kick
know
yours.
Welcome back to Poker Night in America. Now let's get to the cash, cash, cash.
You're looking this time, right?
I'll let you know.
$25.50
Because how much
are the
you bet?
blinds here in this game. Optional $100 straddle, which comes under the gun.
You want me to look? I'll look.
Yeah, Hellmuth and Phillips both share diamonds.
I'm on the button. I'm supposed to have a hand here, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna check.
Checks around. Oh boy. Phil turns the second nuts and he's drawing dead.
That was 400 and one call.
Does Dennis Phillips still own that truck dealership? Because he is about to sell Phil Hellmuth some undercoating. You know, it's a pretty good price for this car, but I think you're gonna wanna pay this.
Call.
Good hand, mine was better.
Bit of a cooler.
I don't know if I've ever run well against you.
Here I
Even
come, guys.
when I'm playing like world-class poker, I don't know if I've ever run well against you before. I don't think that's true. I mean, and I've watched you get away with some stuff. But you keep getting better every year. But you used to beat me 4 or 5 years ago when I was world-class. And it wasn't because you were a better player.
I've never claimed to be a better player than you.
I call.
I'm glad you mucked.
never
You,
folded any other day.
you call there, I got a call.
Me and Kate. Okay, let me watch your face this time. When it goes all serious, you got a good hand.
I remember every time I had tens, you called big raises with King Jack and won every pot. That's what I remember. I don't think
Jim
you play
Carroll
King Jack anymore.
turns the nut straight.
Depends on my position and the person I'm playing against.
Kate Hall does have the redraw to the nut flush.
A plus to Kate Hall on her chip stacking ability.
I've always had respect for your game, you know that.
I mean, Dennis has got his stack all spread all over the place.
Of
Kate's
course.
perfect of a triangle
you
there.
can't-
I mean, it's brilliant.
That's what I do.
Smile. 1,000.
So Jim Carroll has bet about a third of the pot.
Wow, you always have to come over top so much?
You got it.
Yes.
Nice.
It started off as a blind hand. I played that really well. Thank you for letting me win one, okay?
You're welcome.
That's like a mercy win.
I want to give you hope.
Oh, I won a pot with this hand earlier. 325. All right. This will wake me up a little bit.
Phil Hellmuth must have been up late last night partying. Stapes, who was he partying with
Only
last
won
night?
like 5 or 6
Let's
games
see,
today, so
if I
every
remember
time
his
we call,
Twitter
it's
correctly, it was Hugh Jackman, Benedict Cumberbatch, and the Hamburglar.
That is a fun foursome.
I really wanted to fold his in. I just can't do it now. Neither can you, huh?
Awfully hard to pick up the blinds and antes in this game, boys and girls.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Butlers.
I get to go first and do the continuation bluff. There it is.
We are 5 ways to this flop, and it checks around. Who even has the best hand?
That would be Dennis Phillips
Oh.
flopping a set of fives.
And turning a bow to 5s.
But maybe more importantly, that gives Phil Hellmuth the second nut flush, which is why he's betting 600.
600.
Smooth call from Dennis.
Phil said a little earlier tonight that he's never been able to really run good against Dennis Phillips, and it seems like that is continuing.
And it looks like he is going to fire into the abyss.
1301.
1,300 Phil is all in.
King high flush.
Wow.
Is this a joke? Wow.
Phil said he could never get lucky against Dennis Phillips, and it came true.
That's the power of the mind. Next time I'd ask for a pony.
Is this for real?
Gavin, I think my kids can beat your kids up.
No chance.
Yeah, I think they can.
No chance.
I would bet my 5-year-old can take.
My oldest, my 5-year-old would kick your.
There's no way.
It would kick your kid's. Let's do it. Let's set it up.
I just don't think your 5-year-old can take.
And I'll tell you one thing: if your 5-year-old beats up my 5-year-old, I'm gonna beat up you.
Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America. Our first day of the trip to Choctaw here in Oklahoma is now done, and Kate Hall, your big winner for the day.
Our biggest loser, Jim Carroll. Also, he stuck $7 grand.
I think Phil took those beats pretty well.
Yeah, but I have a feeling he might want to take a break. Besides, he's got to return a bunch of texts from Steve Martin, Bill Gates, and the Dalai Lama.
And next week, we're going to be joined by an entirely new bunch of degenerates here at Choctaw Resort. Now, if you want more from Poker Night in America, go to pokernight.com or find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch for up-to-date information, full episodes, and unedited live streams. For Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Hansen. We'll see you next time on Poker Night in America.
Help.
Gotta be the dumbest call in history of poker nights.
Yeah, this one might be worse.
Just want to tell you, there's no more cards coming. You won't be able to suck out. There's no ocean.
The Dalai Lama doesn't text, but he does text Phil Hellmuth.